And guess
Yes.
what?
Unlimited
They're conspiring
resources.
to get more.
They don't need to
They have
conspire.
propaganda right down your throat. They own the media. They own the pharmacology. It's the same people.
Boom.
Are we
They
talking
don't
about
need to conspire,
merchants?
Jeremy. They
Thank
just
you,
let
Jeremy. This
capitalism
is what
do
I
its
do. I
thing.
just start singing, "Thank you,
Governments
Shadow
of all over the
King.
infiltrated
Thank
and
you,
taken over all
Shadow
of those.
King."
Because
You know what I'm
there are
saying?
a lot of
Come on,
merchants
Donald.
that do control the
Thank
media.
you.
If we want to talk about that.
Thank them
This
for
I think
all
is part
the
of that
things.
shadow government that Kennedy was talking about when he got his brain.
Thank
But they
you.
don't have to do that. They just let capitalism do its thing.
They
And
don't
they
have
win.
to, but they do.
They just want to maintain the status quo because they're already rich and powerful.
You play the
Exactly.
game. You, well,
You can practically
No, the
feel
goal
the
is to change the
paranoia.
way the human mind you think about everything.
They're just better at the
Access.
game than the rest of us.
Remember what Sonny said
Not
in the Bronx
particularly.
Tale?
Yeah,
It's
they'll,
accessibility.
they
Power
have
is
a.
accessibility.
You can just feel the
It's through
paranoia.
generational wealth for the most part for a lot of the big ones.
They're accessible to your ass running around and digging the coal out of the ground and bringing it to them.
But
They
yeah,
got access to that.
I did post it in Maine. Yeah, a few food companies own all the tiny ones. No, they're not wrong.
We already know that too.
Yeah. And the Panama Papers have to do with money laundering and tax shelters. It has nothing to do with
That's what I
some
said.
Right.
so whatever the fuck Jeremy's talking about.
Yeah. It's all about how to avoid paying taxes, yeah.
There's an obsession with stock prices, so even if you're a hugely rich company, you have to do better next year. And one of the easy ways to do that is to consolidate and cut down
You
overhead.
need to pay taxes when you print the money. You know what I mean? You care about what the government's laws are when you give them their money. You know what I mean?
Okay. No, I don't actually, but
Well, if I print the money and you have to get the money from me, why do I care what your laws are in your country?
What?
except for that's not where all their wealth comes from, right? That's not where Google's wealth came from. That's not where Jeff Bezos' wealth come from. That's not where
You're talking about
Sage of Omaha, whatever the hell his name
You're
was.
talking about figureheads on government companies that are made to look like private companies or corporations.
Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett, that's what I'm looking
When you
for.
guys keep picking different, there's going to be different particulars for each unique situation.
Person you talk about, exactly.
You know, Rockefeller made his money selling oil, right? I mean, all these people made money selling shit to people.
Too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're back to pharmaceuticals. But the vast majority of people who are rich made their money selling something. They didn't make their money by printing money. That's just
Well,
silly.
right,
Bill
but
Gates.
some of the things like the big
Who-
data companies,
made
Scott,
their
Who
money
prints
off of
money?
that's what's
slavery.
interesting, man.
Who
Like,
prints money?
these big
Other than
buyouts,
the
like
central
Google.
bank, no one else prints money. No one makes their money
Yes.
from printing money. What the fuck?
I know.
It's-
I know
No,
that.
that's
Right.
bullshit.
As soon as
See,
they try
Pimpity,
to,
that's
they
what you
get
got to
their country-
recognize, man.
they get
Yo,
destroyed.
Yo, there's too many people. Why is there so many people talking?
I'm 8 people.
Tell me,
Because
tell me
Will
one
has some
individual
Hysteria,
that made their money printing it.
fear, and paranoia all go together. That's why.
Yeah.
But Jeremy, what about the accounts for the elites and the monies?
What about them? They got gold
Exactly.
bars. They got all
Stupidity
kinds of
doesn't-
shit.
Stupidity doesn't really experience paranoia, though. Isn't that interesting?
I didn't hear what you said. It sounded
He
insulting.
called us all stupid.
Actually,
That's what he
they
did.
do. Actually, they
No,
He
I
thought
said
he-
anybody
he
who
thought he-
doesn't
he thought he did it in
experience
a
any
clever
type
way,
of
but it
paranoia at
wasn't.
all in a system, in a situation like this.
It's actually kind of a result of long-term use of marijuana too.
It could be.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I've been smoking for about 2 decades, so
Yeah,
Is that why you're so paranoid?
it's
Damn,
known-
dude.
actually
It's
more than that, like 25
Yeah.
years now.
It's not
Wow.
fake. It's not fake. It's real. It's a real effect that long-term abuse of marijuana, not casual use, but abuse,
Yeah.
does cause general paranoia. Yeah.
I'm not paranoid though.
You are,
You
though.
have mental
Well,
disorders
researching
from
flat Earth,
water.
you're going to come across a lot of conspiracies, right?
Well, that,
I mean, I was
people
already
are
into
sort of naturally
conspiracies.
disposed to think in conspiratorial ways. It's confirmation bias, which is actually pretty typical for almost all people. You have to be taught. You have to be
Well, I mean,
taught
it's not
how
a-
to think.
It's
You
not
have
a guess.
You have to be taught how to think correctly and skeptically.
It's not a guessing game that people would conspire to gain money and
Hell yeah.
power.
Well, of
Like,
course
why?
not.
Why is that a stretch?
People kill
people
for
go
money.
to court.
Yeah.
People go to court for that all the time and get convicted,
Yeah,
guilty
people
on
kill
it.
for people kill for money. Yes, they do.
But you guys think in this case, when it's on a
But
big
not-
scale, hold on.
but
In,
not
in this case, when it's on a big
pharmaceutical
scale, it's not possible to happen, right?
Jeremy,
Right.
For some
It's
crazy
idiot.
reason.
You know, there's not
They
just
don't
one
steal
big
from money.
pharmaceutical company, right? There's hundreds of them that constantly compete with one another.
All right.
That's what it
And how
looks
many
like.
of them are trying to cure shit so they have no sick people?
All
left?
of them actually.
All of them.
You know where the real-
They spend
Right.
billions upon billions on their R&D departments.
You know where the
They're-
all the
real
big ones
conspiracy
do.
is?
Their
No,
customers
no,
are sick
bro.
people.
Jeremy,
Yo,
you know
their
what?
customers are sick people. Why would they want less customers? That
Jeremy.
shit doesn't even make sense.
Jeremy,
In
It's not
any
a
way,
very good
shape,
So
or
why
form.
do they
model.
spend billions of dollars in their R&D constantly
To find
trying to
better
get new
ways to
stuff
treat you.
approved?
To find better ways to treat you for the rest of your life.
Jeremy.
Okay, I mean no, they're just better treatment. That's what their R&D.
better
These are
ways-
They wanna
private. These are
keep you the
public.
rest of
Listen,
your
listen. These are
life.
public
They
companies. You
find
could
better
go
ways to make you a
read their
long-term
reports. You
customer.
can go look into a lot of them.
Bullshit, dude. It's better ways to find.
No,
a long-term
no, that's
customer.
not bullshit. You can literally go look up the
absolutely-
Grim
reports.
knows
They,
what's
they
up.
release
Tell
them
him.
every
Yes.
quarter.
So
There's
why
nothing
do we
bullshit
have,
about
why
that.
is the
Grim.
trend? Why is the trend going to where more people are using more medications for more time in their whole lives? Why is that the trend?
Holler
Advancements-
at him,
it's,
Grim.
it's
Tell him.
advancements in medicine.
Well,
It's-
that's not
it's a
happening. Are you
good
trying to tell
thing.
me that's not happening?
It's a
And
good
are their
thing.
lives
You're
also
telling me
longer
there's
than
not
they've
a
ever
trend of
been?
upward medication use in
Graham.
the
I'm
United
glad
States.
that
What-
there's.
Are their lives
Yeah.
are their lives
You're out of your
longer
mind,
than
bro.
they've
You're
ever
out of your
been?
mind. You're out of your
Are
mind.
their
You're doing
lives
a great
longer than they've
marketing
ever
job, and
been?
you're not even realizing it. You're one of the sheep running around in the farm.
No,
not even
Scott. I
realizing
mean,
you're
the
a sheep.
average lifespan used to be 35 years, dude. They're not living longer.
Are you wearing a mask?
Grim
Yes,
wants
because
to-
masks
Graham,
are known
are their
known
lives
to be
longer than they've
Tell
ever
him,
been?
Grim.
Grim wants us to totally socialize.
Grim thinks he's woke, but he's actually retarded.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
That's not nice. Come on,
So-
guys.
But what I'm saying is right, though.
No,
So-
it isn't.
No. You oversimplify very complicated things.
From 20 years ago, people are using less medications in the U.S. now?
Are they not living longer too? Are they not getting
No,
a higher
are they
higher
really, though?
survival rate? Why do you ignore all the other data?
Really? Ignoring? Aren't we 76 on fucking child health? We're 76 in the world. We're right in line with third world countries on child health.
No,
Are you
dude.
fucking joking with me right now?
Are you serious? You really think
I'm absolutely
America's
Do we really
medicine is
think
third
that?
world?
We have
Hold on. Do we
we have a
really
child-
think that? Hold on. You're asking if we really think that companies whose customers are sick people would want more sick people or less sick people?
They want.
Listen
they
to
really
want
ask-
be-
Well, I guess when these investors invest billions of dollars in these companies, they're doing it for no reason, right?
Let's
want-
pretend you own a
They're just
pharmaceutical
laundering that
company.
money
More
for
money.
God knows what.
Let's
No,
pretend you
the
own a
end game is
pharmaceutical
making more
company.
money.
It's not like you can pull up
You want
these
more
companies'
customers or less customers?
sheets and literally look where every dollar of their money's being spent, right?
You want more customers,
Okay.
Jeremy. You want more customers, and the way you get more customers is by having medicine.
By never curing anything.
No, the way you get
Oh,
no,
dude.
that's not how you get more customers.
Polio.
That's how you get fewer customers. That's how you get fewer
Jeremy.
customers.
Jeremy, do you want government-run socialist healthcare?
Did somebody just say there was a cure for polio? That's fucking ridiculous.
So are you guys advocating?
Yeah, it's not like the survival rate is like 99% better now, right?
It was already 99.9%
No, it was. So
survival
all
rate.
those millions of
Before the
people that
vaccine.
died from polio, I guess they just
They
made it up,
didn't all
right?
millions of people just die from polio like that. You're out of your mind.
Yes,
Matter of
they
fact,
did.
they didn't even have.
They did.
No, they didn't.
It didn't
Matter of
even
fact, I bet
happen.
you
Wow.
think. I bet you think
Wow, it
Roosevelt
didn't
had
even happen
polio
now.
too.
Okay, that's interesting. They just made it up so they can profit from it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah,
if
they
you
made
look
up
at
an
the actual
international
polio-
pandemic for one
Keep strawmanning
specific
me.
pharmaceutical
Keep
company
strawmanning
to
me.
profit from it.
How
That's all
is
they
that
got,
such
Grim.
a stretch? Yes, they
They
did
got
make up a
nothing, Grim.
pandemic so
For
that they could
one
try and sell you.
pharmaceutical company only to profit from it?
Really? Is that the only one who made just the Salk
Yeah,
vaccine? Was the only one?
Yeah, no,
Just
they
Salk? No,
they were the ones
it's not.
like you think
It's not the
the
only one. And as a
international
matter of fact-
world would
as a matter of fact, you think
cooperate
when one
so
person
so
makes
one
something that
company
not
in
a lot of
America
other
can
people
make some
make something
profit
from
from
it?
this.
Guys.
You really believe that?
Yeah,
One
would
at
it
a
matter
time.
if more companies in America made a profit other
No,
than the
no,
CDC,
but you
which,
think that you
which
think
owns
the
the
world?
patent?
Can I ask you something? You think the world's
Excuse me?
cooperated on an international fake pandemic so one company in America can make money from it? You really think that,
You're
dude?
out of your mind if you think that
Yeah,
that's
you're-
the only thing that's happening
Oh,
right
boy.
now. You're out of your mind if you
Yeah,
think
It was
that
also
this- This is
Yeah,
a turn
if you-
for a socialistic economy. This is a turn towards getting everybody used to taking money from the state. Look,
Or
look
control.
what's happening.
Already
Dude,
do.
you don't
Look what's happening.
understand one thing
You're
about
not even paying
economics,
attention
dude. You
to
don't
really. I
understand
don't
one thing.
understand
They
the
crash,
middle
you
class
actually
is
don't
the
understand
dying.
stock
one thing
market so
about
they can buy up
economics.
stocks cheap.
Really, you think I don't understand that the
Healthcare-
middle class
healthcare-
and the
I
people are
guarantee
losing
you.
their small
I guarantee you. I
businesses right
personally
now?
guarantee you, dude. You overinflate your understanding of economics and the market. You don't understand.
Well,
Healthcare-
would it matter
healthcare
though?
isn't
Even if I
socialism.
did, I'm still right. I'm still
Wait,
sitting there telling you about, how the middle class are losing their jobs, how people are,
But what does that have to do with the
people are
polio
voting for
vaccine,
more
though?
stimulus checks.
What's up with this tactic? You're just gonna hit
The
somebody
whole
with
thing.
50 different things. Like, stick to one
Well,
topic.
because you've been hit with 50 different things at once and you're being bombarded. That's why you're
No, make
bleeding
one
in this
point
shit.
and stick to a point. You just keep bringing up 30
all these
different
points
points,
are
dude.
together.
No, they're not.
Well, if you're trying
The
to
shrinking middle
not let
class
them be,
has
you'll
nothing to
never
do with the
understand what I'm
polio
trying to
vaccine
tell
from
you.
100 years ago. What the fuck are you
Okay,
talking
first
about,
of
dude?
all, you brought up the polio vaccine. I then said,
that's what we were
if you think
talking
there's-
about.
You said there was a cure for the polio vaccine, and I asked you a question. You never answered it. Is there?
I said the survival rate and the treatment
Right,
rate
and then you
is
changed the subject to talking
99%.
about who's profiting off of the
No,
money.
I answered your question.
Yeah, you did.
The survival
You said
rate
one company,
is 90,
why would
and
one
the treatment
company-
rate is 99%.
So
What did I
just to
What did
clear
I
up-
dodge?
Well, the fact of the matter is you said that I brought all that other stuff up, but you changed swiftly to the next topic and started talking about
No, I just
how
helped you.
one
I'm trying
company
to help
makes-
you understand
You're
how
gonna interrupt me
ridiculous
again while I'm talking?
the
You just
point
keep
you're trying to
fucking
make is.
interrupting me. It's clear that you're actually a little bit scared to listen to what's being said,
Yeah,
or you're trying
one
to
at a-
obfuscate from the conversation,
one at a-
because every time I go to clear up my point, you start talking right when you know damn well that would clear up my
Dude,
point.
just make your
the
point.
next sentence.
Come on,
Yeah,
dude, make
right,
your point.
right. Yeah.
One
So
at a
for other
time,
words-
guys, or I'm gonna start one at a time, or I'm gonna start muting people.
You got muting powers now? That's awesome.
Jeremy's relatively.
Yeah, so to make a long story
relatively
short, dude,
reliable, at least as far as
It doesn't matter if I'm overinflating the economics in this situation, particularly because I haven't said enough to actually overinflate it. What I'm saying is there is a large fraction of the middle class who are losing their businesses, already lost them, and will lose them in the future if this continues, right? And so you have that issue going on, which you're just blindly ignoring as if that's not also causing a health issue, maybe even greater than the so-called health issue that we're worried about. But to speak about the polio, as far as this coronavirus shit, but to speak on the polio matter, the polio vaccine isn't eradicating or hasn't eradicated. It's been claimed that that's happened. Yet
You
all
don't
these
think
little
that the
polio
polio
keep popping up everywhere.
You don't
Excuse
think the
me, I'm
polio
talking.
bacillus exists,
Excuse
do you?
me. No, that's not the point at all. The point is a lot of the times that people say something was polio back in the day before they were actually testing everyone, they were seeing symptoms that were similar, and they were confusing a lot of other illnesses, which we now know and can delineate between the different the diseases. And we know that they were not all polio, and a lot of false polio numbers got put out there because even our president, who everyone was like, he had polio, he's the one that been chased of the polio, was Guillain-Barré.
Guillain-Barré.
That's
However you pronounce it, yeah.
Yeah. This is just.
Thank you.
What are you going on about?
Well, I'm going on about what he said was, do you really think that somebody would create a false fear to sell medicine, and that all of these governments would work together to make this to band together to create a false pandemic?
That's not what I said.
Yeah, it is. A false
No,
pandemic.
I asked you, you think the international
yes,
world
absolutely.
would cooperate in some fake conspiracy about a fake virus, a fake polio,
how's that
just so
different
one
from what I
company
just
in
said?
America can profit from it? You really believe that, dude? You really believe
First
that?
off, it's hold on, Grim. Let me hit. First off, it's more than one company, right? They crashed the stock market. You don't think they just made a killing off of that?
What?
All the elites with all their money, they just bought up tons of companies on the cheap.
What are
mean
you
in
talking about?
2008?
Can you guys, do you guys have trouble sticking to one point?
Well, because
No,
everything
these points are all
connects to everything else.
interwoven, and you're not
everything-
bright
no,
enough
you're
to figure
asking
that out.
everything.
Make
You
one
think-
These
point
points
because
are
those.
all interwoven.
Oh no, for
He's
you,
talking about the
you can just
corona.
say one sentence about the topic and it's done. But these are very complex topics. You can't just wave them off in one sentence, dude.
Yeah,
Just
you
stick
can't
Well,
wait
you're
till
one
asking for
point.
answers like strawberry ice cream. Like, what's
No,
my
but
favorite fucking
why
flavor?
would China, why would
What kind of
Africa,
what
why
kind of question are you
would the Middle
asking?
East
Why-
cooperate in
So
this
you
fake
realize you're asking
polio?
huge questions right
Can
now.
you answer
so don't
the
get
question?
upset when the answers go a little longer.
Can you answer the question? Why would China, why would Asia, the Middle East, Africa cooperate in a fake polio so America can profit from it?
Okay,
Oh, we
here's
were
the
talking
thing.
about polio? I thought we were talking about
Yeah, he
corona,
keeps
my
switching
bad.
back and forth, but yeah, He
No,
wants to
that's
stick
been
on
you.
the one
We've
you're
been
not going to talk
focused
about
on
at the time,
polio.
and then go back to that one again. Right. But that's not what we're saying happened at all. Right. We're saying.
No, because
For
polio
one,
was
I
an
didn't say
international
anybody was
pandemic.
in on it.
It wasn't just
For one,
America.
I didn't say back then anybody was in on it. For two, it was when the vaccine was introduced into the U.S. was by the time the vaccine was introduced in the U.S., you can see that the death rate had all but turned to damn near zero already. It was we're flattening out on the, almost at the very bottom of the peak where we are today.
That's not true.
That's absolutely true, stupid.
No,
It's
it's
the death rate, not the infection rate. You've all stupidly been fooled by these infection rates.
Yeah, let me guess. You watched the video on Facebook and you're enlightened now,
which is
right?
where it actually mattered. Yeah, I watched a video on Facebook, you idiot. Sure I did. The fuck out of here.
We can read it too.
We're talking from the people from the ICANN network, dude, who sued
Tell
the
us what you read.
government.
Tell us what you read so we can read it too.
Yeah, the white papers from ICANN, right? They sue the government. They're the ones who made you now, or is making the government now admit to not checking the safety studies on the vaccines the Congress was supposed to do twice a year on. Keep talking.
So how do you
explain
that curve?
Well,
You
what
laughed at
does
this
this
is
big tree idiot have to do with
because you fucking
polio?
idiots didn't
Can you
even
explain
know.
that
You thought
curve?
that Congress was testing these
take a breath.
these vaccines,
Take a breath.
and they absolutely weren't.
Do you keep up with any of these pharmaceutical companies that are trying to create treatment for corona right now?
Like Moderna.
Because all of them are going under very heavy scrutiny to try to get one approved. And let me tell you, there's not just one. There's hundreds of them constantly.
Thanks to the ICANN network.
Dude.
Thanks to ICANN, they have to use the double-blind
There's hundreds of
the saline
private
placebo.
There's hundreds of private companies right now, all trying to create a treatment so they can they can maximize it. Yeah, it's not like there's one company that's going to profit.
I'm not the one who ever said that
hundreds
that
of them
was the
competing
case.
for it.
I know, but you have this one company mind, man. For some reason, you keep
but you
mentioning
have
something
the
about
one company mind because you keep thinking
No,
they're
I
just
never said
one
anything
big
about one
pharmaceutical company. There's
No, I
hundreds
never
of
did
them,
that.
all private,
I call them the
competing with each other,
pharmacology.
dude.
They're not as private as you think.
No, they're actually
not as private as you think. They're not as private as you think. They're not as private
Based on where'd you get this information? Based on what?
These guys run in the same circles.
Are you talking about the board of executives?
If they found out tomorrow that sodium bicarbonate would inhibit spontaneous metastasis and metastatic breast cancer.
Dude, come on. What script are you reading from? You don't know what any of those words mean.
Right. Oh, I don't know what metastasizing cells do. I don't understand this. I don't know what inhibiting means. I don't even know what inhibiting means. Oh, potato, but I can still tell you that it means spreading the cancer. It's through the stage now where it starts to spread through the blood, like the spores of a mold popping. Yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, those studies do already exist in animal studies, right? But then they did the human trials on the sodium bicarbonate trials on the humans, and they finished those studies, I think, 4.5 years ago, and still haven't published those results. They still haven't published those results. But my point is,
what is it you think that sodium bicarbonate cures?
What are we talking about?
Cancer, is it obvious?
When we're talking about treating.
What is it?
And inhibiting spontaneous metastasis.
What does it treat?
It's because you're stupid.
What is sodium bicarbonate supposedly treating? But it somehow
okay, you didn't hear the words that I was using, so okay.
Because it's like a fire
it inhibits
hose, that's why.
Spontaneous metastasis.
What?
It inhibits the spread of the cancer from the tumor into the blood to cause more cancers throughout the body. The animals trials.
What cancer and what tumor?
Breast cancers that were xenografted onto mice models from human breast cancers xenografted onto mice. The mice then treated orally with sodium bicarbonate, and the tumors shrunk and did not metastasize.
Grimm's gotcha. How come we ain't using this today to cure breast cancer?
Because it's free.
Probably
because it's free, you fucking idiots.
I feel you. They don't want healthy people. I'm with you on this, bro.
I know you are.
Yeah, Brian, I think you're retarded.
They don't want healthy people running around. They want sick people because sick people is money.
So you really think sodium bicarbonate is the magical cure for cancer and they're hiding it?
Okay, is that what I said?
Dude, is that what you said? I don't know. No one knows what the fuck you're saying.
Say the word cure one more time and I'll label you an idiot for the rest of your life, bro. Because I'm not saying you can't cure cancer. You can always regain cancer.
You don't want to be labeled an idiot by Grimm.
Get cancer again.
Yeah, we'll try Grimm.
I don't know how you get through life being labeled an idiot by Grimm for the rest of your life. Damn, dude. How would you live with that?
I don't know. He
Grim.
just got a big W on you guys, though, from what it sounds
Yeah, you
like.
got the. So no, Grim.
anyone have a
What
coherent
is
rebuttal
sodium
for anything you
bicarbonate curing or treating or whatever?
So yeah, it's treating. Again, do I have to go through again
Just
to tell you
say
exactly
it in
the
layman.
mechanism?
Say it in layman terms. Say it in layman terms.
Okay, it stops the tumor from multiplying, doubling itself, spreading throughout the blood and body. Inhibits.
Do you have any paper?
Just a second, Grim. What's the bioavailability
the title of the paper is, I think, sodium bicarbonate inhibiting spontaneous metastasis in metastatic
Let's go look at a script
breast
again.
cancer.
I just
no, I'm just saying it out of
posted,
memory,
I just
dude.
posted something.
You have an extra
I'm on a
S in there. It's
phone.
metastatic.
Metastatic. Oh, thank you.
What's the bioavailability of orally taken sodium bicarbonate?
You have to read the study.
Those words aren't on a script. He doesn't know what you said.
Conclusion.
Yeah.
The one guy used to cut people open.
Well, he's asking me for an actual.
He just read the punchline from the Facebook post. If you try to have a discussion with him, he has no idea what
If
you're
we're
talking about.
mice and humans, it's going to be absolutely different.
Oh,
So if I give you the values that I gave you for the mice, it's not going to be the same that you could give for the humans.
Oral bicarbonate soda, did you? Did you say oral bicarbonate?
Yeah,
Did you say oral? Did you say oral bicarbonate of soda?
I was going to answer you.
I said ingesting orally sodium bicarbonate.
Yeah, ingesting orally sodium bicarbonate. Yes, that's what you're suggesting. Yeah. So what's the bioavailability of bicarbonate taken that method?
Why do I have to know that when I didn't write the study?
Because if you knew fuck all about anything, you would know that sodium bicarbonate is an anti-acid.
And
you fucking retard.
So,
well, that
so
makes perfect sense because the tumors can't survive in an acidic.
This guy has to be joking.
Environment.
This guy has to be joking. Oh my god,
no,
he just said that.
The tumors exist in an acidic environment.
Shut it down for a second.
You should probably shut up, dude. Everybody's talking to me, and you're trying to tell me to shut up. All right, I'm going to respond. I'm going to respond to what the fuckboy just told me because he said, "Oh, this guy's an idiot," because what he just said. Yeah, of course I know that it's an anti-acid. Okay, that's obvious, right? We use our plant.
What's an anti-acid?
Of course I do. It's a base. You fucking moron. It's a base. It's got a pH value of less than 7.
Yeah, you do know
what
else here, dude. What else does it mean? Yeah, you Google that.
What does it mean? What does pH exactly mean? Are we talking about electron?
What is an anti-acid?
Are we talking about the availability of electron to the hydrogen atom? Are we talking about what are we talking about exactly? Stop being a dick, dude.
Is that what you're on Google, all right?
So it's
I'm literally just on my cell phone, you asshole. I'm not looking at anything.
Hey, shut up, just for a second. So it's injected.
But I thank you for thinking that I am, because that obviously means that I'm on the right path. You shut up, you little bitch. You hammered your dick off on a brick.
Shut up.
Shut up. No one wants to hear from your bitch ass. Seriously.
Shut up. I get to.
Go put some sodium bicarbonate on it.
So shut up. So shut up and stop your big.
Yeah. So people with acidosis.
Shut up.
That's right. You shut up, you fucking moron.
To talk about something.
Matter of fact, somebody mute this fucking cocksucker. Thank you.
Shut up.
Anyway, so yeah, obviously I knew that it was an anti-acid.
I want to say something.
You know what? I'm not even talking to you right now. I'm still responding to someone else though.
I want to say something.
Unless he's too pussy to engage, and you're gonna come save him. Unless he's too pussy to engage.
Grim, let other people talk, Grim.
I want to say
something.
Let other people. No. I wish I could, but I'm still responding to the first faggot who talked to me.
Just be quiet for a second.
I'm still responding to the first cocksucker though, right? So he's gonna have to deal with my answer before this other bitch gets to come in.
I know you took some drugs or whatever you took. You're a little excited, Grim. Just take a breath, dude.
I just want to say something, which is
whatever, dude.
I posted a link to a study, and what they do is they infuse the tumor.
You feel better now? You feel better? Everybody sees your link. Now shut the fuck up. I'm talking.
Shut up. They infuse.
You're such a mama's boy.
They infuse a tumor with sodium bicarbonate, and it helps to reduce lactose acidosis in tumors. That's how they.
Thank you.
And so it has nothing to do with what you've been talking about, you moron.
Oh really?
Really?
It has nothing
So
to
there's
do
not a
with it.
study. So there's not a study that
Grim,
literally
why didn't
says
you say
exactly
that?
what I just finished saying.
Why didn't you
Is
say
what-
that, Grim? You didn't
Do you
say
want to
that.
put
You
your
didn't say
money
that.
where your mouth
Grim,
is? That's a
Grim,
different
Grim,
study.
you didn't say that. You got it wrong.
Hi, my name is Grim. Say it again. Grim.
Grim, you said it wrong. You got it wrong.
It's a different
You said
study.
it wrong.
It's a different
You got it
study.
wrong.
Grim was reading
It's
off of
a
a script
different
he saw on
study.
Facebook. It's not his fault.
You got it wrong, Grim.
Oh, do I? Put your money where your mouth
You guys
is.
are
How many
expecting
of
Grim
you?
to understand what those words on Facebook mean.
I'll take individual $1,000 bets from each one of
It's
you. Though.
infused in
Right now.
tumors to supplement chemotherapy.
I'll take
You
individual.
fucking moron.
Yeah,
You
that's
said
another
just
use.
orally.
That's another
You
use.
said-
Yes,
you said
Brenda. That is another
said
use.
the-
Yes, Brenda.
It's
But that's
infused.
not the
You said
study I'm talking about,
administration
Brenda, is it?
chemo.
was orally ingestion. You said it was orally ingested. You were wrong, Grim. You were wrong.
No, in the study I'm talking about, it
You
is
said
orally ingested.
it was
and we're talking about
ingested
mice.
orally, and you are
That's right.
wrong.
I'm not wrong. We have
It doesn't
still
do-
those studies.
It's neutralized by
have them.
stomach acid if you do it that way. It doesn't do anything. It's ridiculous to suppose that an antacid can cure cancer. You're ridiculous.
Again, who said cure anything? Who said anything about curing? Except for
Anything
you guys trying to straw man me.
Any
Grim,
bicarbonate soda that's ingested orally will be completely neutralized. It won't do anything.
No, not
it won't do
completely.
anything for anything.
No, not completely. And some people's blood is just a little too acidic. And that does help them. And literally,
you are not
it's
going
in
to
studies.
acidify. You're
is
not
that
going to
a
change
symptom?
the pH
Absolutely.
of your blood by
Is that a
Sure.
symptom
Matter
of
of
breast
fact,
cancer?
So
Is that
you
a symptom
want
of
to take the
breast
bet?
cancer?
You
Is that a
cannot-
symptom of breast cancer then?
Yeah, you
it
cannot
was a
change the pH of your
xenografted.
blood.
It was a
by
breast cancer
ingesting
from a
sodium bicarbonate.
xenografted. Excuse
You
me, Brenda.
moron.
I know you love to talk and hear yourself, but
So
I can't hear
you
you while I'm
cannot
talking. So
change-
if he
you
asks me a
cannot
question,
change
you don't have to keep repeating your old argument that nobody's paying attention
pH
to.
of your blood
Just shut up.
by ingesting
Nobody's paying attention to you
sodium
right now.
bicarbonate.
I'm actually
it
talking.
just changes the acid in your stomach, and then you piss it out. That's all it does. You cannot change.
That's all they thought
the
it did
pH
until
of
they
your
did the
blood.
studies. And then
You
the studies
can't.
showed differently.
Because the
Isn't that
Because
interesting?
the human
That's why
system
they did the trials on humans.
Maintains
Dude, I got the
homeostasis.
trial. I'll give you the case number. I'll show you what they did. They took it orally. They wanted to make sure that it was safe enough to do. And yes, they also use it for chemotherapy. Interestingly enough, that it's the
So
the
Grim,
acidic level
you
that
think the
allows that tumor
government
to keep growing.
you think the government is hiding this baking soda cancer cure from the population?
Well, for one thing, I think that when you say the government and I say the government,
Or
we're
whatever
talking about two
shady
different
organization.
things. I'm talking about a shadow government, the one that got Kennedy killed. I'm talking about that. That exists, obviously. We know that. He spoke about it, and days later got his brains blown out about it.
It was Oswald.
So stop trying to
That's
bullshit
all
us.
It was just Oswald.
Oh, sure, it was just Oswald.
It
That was it.
was.
Just some random
It was just-
crazy
it was
lunatic
just-
guy. That was
yes.
it. Only that. Only
Yes.
that. But you believe that. You believe that.
Yeah, but
And even though Kennedy told you,
cure cancer, so
even
you're
though that
fucking
president
rubbish.
told you,
Why
a
should we
president
believe
of the
anything
United
you
States
say?
told
Okay,
you
guys, hold on.
You say
that there's a fucking
unhappy.
shadow
You're
government,
cancer. Why on
and then he
earth
gets his
would
head
we
blown
believe
off,
anything that
and you
say?
think that it's cool.
So
just some random guy
sticking
that did
to the question, so Grim, you think
That's
a
real
shadow
smart of you.
government? You think a shadow government is hiding this baking soda cancer cure?
No, I don't want to talk about shadow governments and all that. We'll just talk about the idea that this treatment exists in animals, but not for humans.
So you think
I guess
baking
animals
soda
aren't expected
Hold on.
to have to pay the bill.
Make your point though. So you think baking soda is a treatment/cure for cancer, but they're hiding it?
Well, no, the word hiding it and we don't know. Whoever's holding the reins on the latest cancer treatments probably doesn't want this out in the open. I would imagine. Would you be pissed off? Would you be pissed off if all of a sudden you found out that it was just some sodium bicarbonate? Would you try to hide that? If you were a fucking...
I mean, it seems like
if
pretty public
everything you
knowledge
had held
that you're reading about it on Facebook. You would think one pharmaceutical company would create a derivative of this and just profit billions of dollars from having this treatment for cancer. Wouldn't you think?
If it was
Didn't read about it on
possible,
Facebook, but I did with
patients
some
would have
research,
discovered it by
and I started
now,
looking.
and they'd
I started
all be
looking
using it.
for
It
these
would be
treatments.
common
But Grim,
knowledge.
I'll
what's
get the study for you. It's
what's
not that hard.
stopping a
I'm on the
small
phone. I can just give you
pharmaceutical
the study.
company to creating a derivative of this and then profiting billions of dollars from the treatment of cancer?
What's stopping 7 doctors from making a video and getting on YouTube and talking about
And dodge my question, all right.
hydrochloric? I'm telling you this. It's the answer. The answer isn't this question. It's the same thing that stops those doctors from talking.
One of them believes in demons.
It's the censorship.
That's what's stopping. Well, one of them is crazy.
One of them believes in demons. Right, but so do all of the Christians. All Christians believe in demons and devils and gods and angels.
Not like that.
So don't start acting
like that.
Don't start acting like it's so
literally like that.
No, absolutely.
Not literally though. Come on.
Well, then they're not Christians.
I don't think so.
Well, then you're not a Christian. You're an atheist talking from incredulity.
I'm not an atheist. What are you talking about? I'm not an atheist.
Then you believe.
I grew up as Christian, and I don't think that people literally believe in demons and all that stuff. I think it's all metaphor.
There's a lot of crazy people that do.
Scott, dude.
There is.
Scott, it's a very natural, normal thing for crazy Christians to believe in demons, bro.
I believe it's normal for something to do.
If you believe God walked on water and shit, you believe there's angels, and you believe in heaven and hell, then you absolutely believe in fucking demons, dude.
I don't think any of it's literal, though. I think it's also a metaphor.
Pepto-Bismol cures demons. Is that what we're saying now?
Yeah. According to Grimm.
Yeah. Well, let's look at some of our.
If you have cancer, don't do chemotherapy.
Contributors to the human race,
eat a bunch of baking soda
and see if they had anything crazy that they believed in.
They just missed that one. All the geniuses, medical science, they just missed that one.
If you have cancer, fuck the millions of dollars for chemotherapy. Just
guys, can you guys make better arguments and less mockingness? You know, it's like not.
Right.
That's literally what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying.
Well, you're not rebutting it.
Go eat a box of baking soda and your cancer will go away.
You see what I'm saying? It's interesting that you haven't even tried to look it up.
That's true.
This is a conspiracy theory.
I never think you would be able to get more absurd than an electric universe. But yay, he done it! Way to go, Grimm! You done it.
So this is a conspiracy theory.
This absurdity looks like absurdity to you.
This is absurd. Well done, man.
Genius looks like absurdity to fucking stupid. I'm gonna put it that way.
Yeah, you're a genius, dude. Everyone just may think you're stupid, but you're actually a genius.
Not everybody thinks.
Did you also read that on Facebook?
Just the people who don't agree with
me. Grimm, you're the man. I'm on
Facebook.
your side with this shit. Big Pharma.
I don't even have a Facebook.
More sick people.
That's how stupid you are, dude. I don't even have a Facebook. So you go fuck yourself with that Facebook nonsense.
Can you guys do this without being juvenile?
I'm a real conspirator. I don't fuck around on Facebook and social media.
I was personally attacked for no reason at all. So I have no reason to hold back at all about this piece of shit.
Well,
right. Would you like a break?
There is a good reason, guys. There is a good reason. The good reason is that there's 40-something people in here, and nobody enjoys listening to people fighting like this. So we're all just waiting for everyone to calm down so that we can have them roll back something worth listening to again. Because we've heard all the insults, we know them all. We know how y'all feel about each other. It's all been said.
Right.
You can't have a rational discussion.
I'll withdraw my last penis smashing statement.
But Scott, it's Grimm talking shit, so no, we can't have a decent conversation.
Really? It's just because you don't agree with what I'm saying, and you're constantly trying to belittle and marginalize what I'm saying. And then you're wondering why I'm getting, a little deterred.
Well, whenever you ask for details, you just dodge the question completely.
Really? Because I thought I gave you the details, even the name of the study that I was actually talking about.
Post it.
Oh, yeah?
Post the study. Post the journal link. Yeah, post it right now. I'll literally read it. Post it.
Give me a second. I will post it.
Scott, you've been looking at the preliminary numbers in some of these swing states?
No, how are they looking like?
Oh, they're saying Biden has like a marginal 4-5%, and some of the more swingy ones, I think it was North Carolina, and I forgot the other one. But well, the polls do have it for Biden on the preliminary stuff, but we'll see. We'll see in those swing states what's happening.
I couldn't get anybody to take my bets. I still got 2 people to take bets, but for very low amount.
What were you betting on?
Trump win. You want to bet me that Trump will win or lose?
No, I wanted Trump.
No, I'm saying I'm betting for Biden, so we can have a bet.
Oh, I'll bet you $5 in Bitcoin.
How about 50? How about 500? Okay, $5.
No, come on, bro.
I know that's the problem. Is that nobody wants to bet big. $5 is fine. Is it a bet? It's a bet. I say bet. You say bet?
It's a bet. It's a bet.
All right, done.
Bet.
Wait, you guys are betting 50 in Bitcoin, what?
No,
$5.
Oh,
So I have 5 from him, I have 5 from Yuri, and I have 50 from Rig, and that's all I can get people to bet.
Oh, did you put the money in already, or no, not yet?
I'm only counting the win. I don't even. There's no doubt.
So are you
It's just collecting free money from people.
Are you still in your solar place, Scott?
No, I never was in Salt Lake. Come on, I was kidding all that. I was kidding. I was pretending to be YOLO to freak you out. It was you were buying.
No, you really did.